Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Ultimate Armwrestler 3 after show, and there's some absolute animals in here. Connor Sales just dropped his guts. Yep. Dylan Gosling's pulling up his top lip. Don Crane's blood pressure's through the roof. Well, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog boss. What was he called? Egg on legs, that fella. Do you remember Sonic the Hedgehog?
I'm too young for that.
Yeah, Dan Earthquake was obviously we're just looking for Sonic. Oh, there's Dobril. We've got Enrique Tomasin. We've got Hitler himself. Jamie Hill. I mean, come on, son. Let's start with you. Let's start with you, right? Seriously, Jamie. You did an amazing display this evening, but man, sort that out, please. Come on, lad. There's no need for that, is there? It's an in-between of full-on German 1940s hairdo, right? With a straw. I mean, you meant be like an Essex boy, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, you meant be an Essex boy, and then meant be clean cut, nice looking and shaven and all that. But look at Stay tonight, he's like fucking straw stuck on top of his head, doesn't he?
He has his own ideals, doesn't he?
Yeah. His ideals?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
You know, you do, you.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We had some matches. I'm going to put on Mr. Earthquake for a second there. He was refereeing proceedings. Did you enjoy yourself tonight, Dan?
I did, yeah. I didn't have to threaten anybody. Everybody behaved nicely, and it was some very good matches, weren't there? I was very impressed, especially at the end. There was to and fro-in with no elbow fouls. It was just clear power and technique. That's what we want to see, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure people watching, want to know about the matches, and they can go to armgods.com to watch them. But I think more people, I don't know what they're saying in the chat, might be interested in wondering, did you swim here or drive here because you got your goggles on?
No, these are shockproof impact. I'll keep break, as you know, I break everything: glasses, phones. So I just thought I'd try these ones out because these are meant to be unbreakable. We'll see. We'll see.
And you're an Armgods fan, you're an Armgods referee, you're an Armgods supporter. And tonight you was the main man on the show. Who impressed you most?
I'm always impressed with Chris Waters because he's one of my referees. So if you're one of the referees, you're in the stripe team. So that always impresses me. No, but he's an old warhorse, Chris, although he's younger than me. But he does just keep turning up. Sometimes he loses, sometimes he wins, but he's always just giving it everything, and you've got to respect him for that always.
Yeah. Connor, we're going to bring you in here. You was just seeing your guy do the business. I mean, Don Crane at the side of me, 2-0 to the good. Dom looking smooth, in cruise control, and then Gosling went and upset the apple cart, Connor.
Yeah, as everyone knows, Dylan is under the tutelage of me, so he's my guy. All of his accomplishments are my accomplishments, and he's continuing to sweep up.
Despite your coaching, he won. That's amazing. Yeah. Despite your coaching, I was very impressed with him.
Because of my coaching, he won. So he's continuing to impress me, and I'm very proud of him. And it's all because of me.
Hang on. You keep that mic. I want to say something here because I reckon there could be a little bit. Have any questions coming in? Anyone saying anything first?
Nobody's giving us any questions just yet.
If any questions, send them in. My sister will read them out. So I want to answer this question, right? So on the last couple of events I've seen, right?
Are you trying to say that Dylan arm wrestles better than me?
No,
because I agree.
What I'm saying is this: like he's outshining you a little bit. Like fair enough, like you had this like the world's greatest match. I mean, no one ever saw the match.
No one has any expectations for me, so it's easy to like.
You just shut up for a minute.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I know. No one was asking you anything. Yeah. So, like. You can't keep living off this Matt Smith match, you know what I mean?
Yes, I can.
It was the world's greatest match, granted. It was on armgods.com. Obviously, we put on the best shows ever. But seriously, man, this kid is outshining you. You're in the same weight as well. Are you genuinely worried? I mean, is he genuinely a threat to you, Connor, yes or no?
No, because every move that he knows, I know better because I taught him. So,
hang on. Well, not the top roll, because I've never seen you do a good low-hand top roll and win. Ever.
Yeah, he terrifies me, to be honest. Is it 8-man? Is it 8-man now?
No, I think it's 11 or 12.
11 or 12. What the big, massive round robin. There's only 2 men in the entire class that scare me, and it's Dylan and Jason. Everyone else, you know, it's close, but Dylan terrifies me, and yeah, I'm gonna have to stop teaching him so good.
A couple of people in the chat are suggesting Jamie versus Connor.
Jamie versus Connor.
Jamie who?
yeah. Just say Hitler. Yeah.
That's all I believe.
Yeah. So I mean,
Jamie knows better.
yeah.
See, now, everyone targets Connor at 75 kilo. I don't know why, but it's absolutely crazy. No offense to you, no offense at all. But I think there's another couple of levels before you can start challenging people like Connor, again, Jason Hill, Dylan, all that kind of stuff. I just find it a bit absurd that folk will start mentioning that just now. That's just my honest opinion. Mm-hmm. And that comes from a lot of matches. Anyone that's a rising star always gets put up against Connor. And it confuses me a little bit. I don't think it's right. So I think you blast them out.
Well, I think that with Jamie, I think Jamie got found out a little bit tonight, if you don't mind me saying so. I think you got found out a little bit with side pressure. I mean, Chris Waters, when he put it on you, you struggled with him a little bit, yeah, that side pressure. Someone like Conor Sale has tons more side pressure than Chris Waters right now. And I think after seeing you tonight, I mean, for me personally, who asked that question?
There were a couple of people, so Ducky asked that question.
Ducky? Yeah, you'll be ducking in a minute if you ask a silly question like that again. I'll throw this at you. Yeah. No, on a serious note, I think at the moment, Connor probably have too much side pressure. In the future, you know, you're only a couple of years in, and I think you've got a massive future, you know, and you've got 5 kilo to put on. So, you know, you're only walking around at light to beetle weight, aren't you? So there's a lot to do. Is Conor Sale on the target? Do you think you could do anything with him now or not? I mean,
everyone in the class is on the list, but there's a list to get through, and there's other people to get through first.
And who would that be? What about your training partner, Dom?
Yeah, everyone. I mean,
so look at Dom now and just say, listen, Dom, I don't. I know I train with you every week, a few days a week, but I actually want to absolutely destroy you.
I mean, I can't think of anyone I actually
I'm being serious.
Match with, but yeah, anyone that steps forward, I'll take the match with them.
Are you worried about him at all?
Nah.
Does he worry you, Dylan?
Not right now, because I haven't seen enough. He top rolls well. He looks strong. I'm sure he could.
You're like really professional. I'm not sure I want to talk to you anymore.
No,
because you're like really. Well, no, you're not boring, but you're like really professional, aren't you?
Thank you. I think.
What do you do for a job? You don't work at Curry's, do you?
No, I was engineer. Now I'm project manager.
All right, that was it. Any questions?
So Foxy said, did Dylan in the last round, when Dom stopped him in the centre, think, oh, bleep, now I'm screwed?
Yeah, I mean, it was somewhere in the middle because it was so close. It was like I was saying before, it was just millimeters, and I didn't quite get into my press, but he didn't quite pull me out of it. And there was just a moment where I was like, it's either going to go down or it's not. And I was just putting everything into it.
Have you got Asperger's?
I don't think so. I've never been tested.
You're talking, no, you're just like gormlessly looking into that over there. There's a camera here, there's people, there's people, the camera there.
Exactly.
There's people here, and you're like...
Yeah,
like,
there's a camera there, there's people
gormless.
there, so I'll split the difference and I look there. That's just that's common sense.
It's like you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. What's going on?
Right. What was the question?
Did you think OD and me?
Now I think I've got Asperger's. It was close, and it was like, yeah. I think in my head it was like 60-40 whether I was going to get it. Like I thought I was in my shoulder enough to get the press down, but it was close.
Fucking hell.
He's the complete opposite.
You're fucking Jack and Ori, innit? You'd be... No, it's all right. You know, everyone's fell asleep.
Yeah. So yeah, I was quite worried. Yeah.
Go on. What's saying before we bring Dom in? What?
So, a couple of jokers.
Hang on here. Go on then. Read it. Go on.
That's a good catch.
Yeah, go on. Get off that, you.
Couple of jokers in the house tonight. Not sure who Ducky is, but he's suggesting Paul Maiden versus Connor Sale. And then Neil Cass is suggesting Levin, whatever we want call him,
Sashnas Philly.
versus you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll take that match.
Close enough.
Well, the thing is though with Neil Cass actually wants to actually pull a match instead of just going to a training club. So Neil, if you're watching, like, you know, you can put all on your Instagram reels all you want. I'm taking pins off James Wall. Look at me. Oh, hang on. A Geordie accent he does. What does he does? Well, why, man? I went to training with James Wall and I tore his wrist. James Wall, who the fuck's James Wall? I'll take his wrist. I'll beat him, no problem, man. Why, But no, you can't. No, you fucking can't. So shut up. Get your fucking peak cap back on. Look like that man from E17. Brian Harvey. Yeah, stay now. Do you remember that dickhead? That's who Neil Cass looks like. Anyway, enough of that, Neil Cass. Go on, carry on.
No, I'll just let you carry on talking. I think they just, you know.
That's fine.
Too scared to fucking call it.
Give us that, man. So go on, Dom. What went wrong? Because, I mean, you made 100 excuses at the side table then. Go on.
Yeah, first 2 rounds were tough, but went well. I think I was relying on strength a little too much, and my hand just pumped up.
Come on, Dom. You never got pumped up. You can't say you got pumped up.
They're always that. Yeah, going into that last round, I felt like I'd got a position, got a bite to sort of stop it. And there was like a little false start, and when we reset, I didn't get tight enough. And as soon as they said go, I knew I'd missed it. Yeah, it could have gone either way, and it just didn't go the right way.
Yeah, I remember like you were like 2-0 up, and it was like really good fun. I thought, Dom's there. He just seemed to be I'm wrestling you at time, Dylan. Yeah. And then obviously, you come in with a Route 101 shoulder press there, and I did warn you about that shoulder press yesterday.
Yeah, that totally caught me off guard.
Yeah, 3 times it caught you off guard. Yeah. So maybe that's got to be put in your training regime, from now on, Dom.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. You don't say much, do you, Dobril? Viral, yeah, that's it. You don't say much.
No, I just listen and I observe everything what is happened.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't talk too much, to be honest, because I am just a little bit shy to talk on this kind of.
But you weren't shy when you give me sister your number.
No.
And you weren't shy when you asked Tracy for a date as well. That's Dom's wife. You know that. It's sleep.
So I just want to be on my place and just.
I heard it before.
With everyone, yeah. I want to be fair play with everyone.
Yeah, you want to play with everyone, you mean? That's what you're saying.
No. Not to play in that way like you mean, because I know what you're talking. But no, I just want to be fair play with everyone. Be nice and just be friendly. And when I go on the table, just I want to do my job, and that's it. Because obviously this is for me one hobby, and not just like one hobby. I think for everyone should be like one. For example, like lifestyle, So this kind of things should be.
Okay. I don't know if any of you can understand that, but fuck it.
I don't know how to explain myself, so that's why sometimes I go just a little bit, and I lose myself, and I lose the things. Yeah, sorry, don't. I don't want to.
Kieran Morrison is saying that people get.
I talk bullshit. I'm sorry about this.
Is what? Say that again. Hang on here. Just get that over there. Give that to her. Kieran Morrison here, huh?
Kieran Morrison's saying that people will get put up against Connor than him before anybody else. I'm assuming.
Well, that's not going to happen, is it, Kieran? Because let's be honest with you, you couldn't even make 75 kilo. You got the option to make 75 kilo. And what was the message he put in our group? Oh, I nearly died trying to make weight. I got to 80 kilo and I nearly died. Oh, we're better off shaving Tash off an afro. And you might have got somewhere close. Do you know what I mean? Talk about sideshow Bob. Huh? Fucking hell, he's like Simpsons character. Listen, Kieran, you're pulling in the 95 division. Stop trying to be a midget. You can't be a midget like Dom. You can only make 86 or something like that. So you ain't going to do anything. So get past him, Kieran Morrison. Go on, get back on Neil's arse.
Do we know who King Numbnuts is?
Who?
That description fits about half of the bloody population.
King Numbnuts, because I don't know whether...
I've never heard it. No, these are all newbies. Go on.
He's funny or he's just ignorant.
Oh, yeah. No, I've never heard of him.
All right, go on. Dom, she's speaking. Go on.
So calling you Dumbledore and telling Jamie to wake up and saying nobody likes the boss in the house. Well, you can kiss my ass, numbnuts.
Nobody likes the boss in the house. Who's that?
Well, whoever King Numbnuts is.
Numbnuts. Well, listen, numbnuts. Fuck off. That's all I was doing.
Serious question. People want to know whether Marcus is still going to choke you out.
Marcus couldn't choke anyone out. Where's Marcus in the chat? No, he's nowhere to be seen. You know why? Because he's now left Arm Gods. I'm doing Arm Gods on my own. Unfortunately, we split up as a partnership. I'm doing a better job than I've ever done. He doesn't do anything anyway. He's the most lazy, born idle partner you can ever have. He's like the ghost of Christmas past. That I'm like Scrooge, like, and they come and visit him. He's that bad. He's that sort of person. No one ever sees him. He never goes anywhere. Doesn't do any work. What's he do? Oh, I do everything behind the line. I'll do all the internet sharing. No, you don't. No, you don't. You do nothing, Marcus. Everyone's fed up here. We don't like you. Take your fucking dodgy wig in your eyebrows and listen. Good night, Ben.
Transfer me a few grand.
Oh, I've drained all money out of him now. He's got none.
Oh.
No, he's skint now. he's absolutely broke. Anyway, next one.
Shall we just say hello to some people in the chat?
Yeah, let's say hello.
Mr. Peanut, Holly Stewart, Foxy. Well, Connor Sale's with us, so here we go. Tall Paul Hutchins Senior.
Oh, I like Tall Paul.
Mimsy94. That's your little fan, Jamie.
Oh yeah,
Yannick
Mimsy.
Percher, Chris Rimmer.
Oh, Chris Rimmer, we like Chris Rimmer.
Dan Plexman.
Dan Plexman, met him in...
Neil Cass, Ducky, Musclebike.
Oh, he's muscle biking, that fat Chinese baby.
Wolfie.
Has anyone ever seen Muscle Bike? Have you never seen Muscle Bike? Remember that fat Chinese baby?
Kai Rawlinson.
He has that phone to his ear. He's like this giant.
Dan Jones.
I tell you, he's one ugly little bugger.
Gordon James.
Yeah,
Gordon James, yeah, we know Gordon.
Tattooist, yeah.
Quite a few. 37 people in the chat.
Oh, they're still listening to us.
The Claymore, James Stewart.
Oh, I love the Claymore. He's not your favourite fan.
It's Sunday, James. You can't watch this. We're swearing. We're saying curse
No. Listen, James. Just want to say, I found God. That's all I'm going to say. No, he's not.
So, question for the Scottish guys from Cave Troll. Why do all the Scottish fellas have a press? What's that about?
Oh, hang on, Cave Troll. He's Darren who trains at our club. Have you ever seen him?
Oh, yeah. Enrico tried to break his arm, yeah.
Oh. Go on.
Darren, you remember Darren in
Big
Wales?
Darren.
You tried to break his arm, yeah.
I never broke his
Rico
arm.
snapped his elbow. It was...
Why every Scottish guy's got a press?
Because
probably
we all arm wrestle like men. We drink too much and we go sideways because we don't know how to arm wrestle.
You've not got a press.
I pretend.
What do you mean you press? It's your pants.
It's better than fuck all. I guess all stems from Connor.
You've not got a press. So
I've got a press somewhere.
I
do. I'll show you that.
You should see the match with Neil Cass, by the way, Paul. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I don't. I don't know who he is.
But they deleted half the footage. It's propaganda. Rico
it's complete
basically
fake
killed
news.
the guy. It's fake news. And
6-1 Rico, wasn't it?
it was 8-1 Rico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was a best of 3. Rico.
Nah, to
killed
be
the
fair,
guy.
Neil, he was strong. He did beat me on the day, to be honest. Aye. Aye. Right hand. He was good. Really strong.
But the refereeing was biased and shit.
And Connor was a ref. And it was the worst fucking ref in ever. I'd actually rather have my enemy being a ref. Never mind fucking Connor.
Now we both got the microphones. Ask me the question you asked earlier. What was
the best match
What
you've
was the
ever
best
seen?
match? In my opinion, Connor Sale and Matt Smith was the second best match because Arm Wrestling Gods, the last show at the Siege of Portadown, it was Marius Godunus against Josh Davis.
All right.
And that was an amazing match because it was about a minute each match. And after the first one, Josh was gone. His arm was solid. And he said, I'm fucked. I said, well, so's he. And they just carried on. That, to me, was the best match ever. Sorry, Connor. Well, I'm not sorry.
Fair play. I'm glad you got that in there.
Yeah.
Good.
But that's the best. Because you asked me. Might as well tell these as well.
So, James Wall said great matches, and Yannick asked Paul, what was your favourite match?
Well, to be honest with you, it weren't the Dom Crane match because you let me down, Dom, and the Dom doesn't train with me anymore. You're going to Elmo's now. I think overall, so I don't know. I love Chris Waters. Chris Waters, I've known him a long time. He's been pulling since 2005. He was quite a few years after I started, but he's lasted the test of time. I mean, he's like what 59 years old, and he's still cracking on.
68.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But I like Chris Waters. I thought it was a great match. I thought Jamie after the first pin was a bit too much. But then I was surprised because when Chris got his power down, especially in strap, he pulled out and he goes to he goes to war. Does Chris? I've got a lot of time for him. So if I had to choose, Chris Waters, I can't really choose because their match. In fact, I'm not going to bullshit. I love Chris Waters, but their match were better. Yeah. Yeah. So if I'm going to be honest, I liked them both equally. I'm going to be an Aussie arm wrestler and sit on the fence.
Okay. So Dave Curry's saying that Enrico's press failed last week.
And your arm wrestling fails every week.
Oh! Well, maybe that's the match that you should have.
It could be.
I tell you what. Let me look at my calendar. Let me look at my calendar. So
Fold him into a pretzel. The big lanky prick.
Oh gosh. He's a big lanky prick, is he? So I'll tell you what then. Let's say November the 10th.
Yes.
November the 10th, you and Dave Curry here, Ultimate Arm Wrestler 5 it'll be.
Left or right? Because is he pulling the NEC?
Yeah, he'll be all right. He's young and on steroids.
Yeah.
You on it?
I can try. Like, look,
Listen.
I'm on a course for work, so I don't actually know.
Oh, so basically, you
I'll try and do it.
No, so basically,
do you know what? I don't need any prep. I'm not really that bothered. It's
so
not an
basically,
issue. What's your name, Dave? It'll be fine. It should be okay.
No.
But I will need to 100% guarantee it with yourself before I commit.
No, so basically, what you're saying is, Dave, you big lanky prick, and then you said, "Oh, I don't really want to arm wrestle you." Because you're a keyboard warrior. Is that what you're saying?
Keyboard. Although I'm sitting here.
Yeah, but,
see what I mean? So.
Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, but you've just called a man out. Called him a big lanky prick. I put you a date on the line, and I would move fucking heaven and earth to do that. Like, what do you do? You're only fucking an Italian pastry chef.
These pastries matter.
No, they don't.
Imagine you're sitting at a party waiting for your pastries, and I don't fucking give you them. That's some important stuff.
Just like that there. Oh, mamma mia, ladies, you wanted me pizza?
Look, Paul, I'll do the match. I'll do the match. That'll be fine.
Okay, there you go. So, we have got Enrique Mussolini Tomasi against David Chicken Madras Curry.
Sound.
I think we need to ask Dave Curry if he's up for that.
Well, I'm sure Dave Curry will.
Dave, are you free?
The prayer mantis.
Sorry, he's not up for that. I can guarantee. Yeah.
Right, anybody else in that chat?
No. John,
Oh, I love Dan John. He's one of Arm God's Army, yeah.
James Wall.
James Wall, yeah. He used to be one of Arm Gods, but now he's all I ever see him is his I5. Go on.
Makes sense.
I'm only joking, James. Well, I'm not really. But it's because my sister fancies you know that. Which really, really hurts me. Go on, carry on.
US Liberty Never Ford just sent you $4.20.
Oh, thank you very much.
Question.
Go on, for that super chat. Thank you very much.
Are you guys too scared to invite Jodie Williams?
The chocolate fucking thunder, Jodie Williams. He's about as strong as a second brew. Listen, if we brought Jodie Williams into this room here now, not even the arm wrestling room, he'd just melt. Because he'd just be like, it's too hot for him to handle. Yeah?
Didn't he say he didn't like this anyway? I'm sure he said he didn't like the show. So.
No. I think he didn't like the tag match because I'll tell you a little story about that. So a while ago, right, his mate Fat Espy, Geordie Chocolate Thunder. Who else did we have? We had that absolute gobshite Tim Talbage, and some other dickhead I don't even know. Right, and they're rinsing Arm Gods, right? They're rinsing Arm Gods on the show. So I joined it. You see me, I joined it. I ripped them all in rehearsal, and they were going offline. Like Tim Talmadge went offline, and then Ryan Espy went offline, and then just me and Chocolate Thunder sat there going. Like he's like that fucking. You reminds me of because he's a chef in Chocolate Thunder. Anyone remember that? I'll see if I can find it, and we'll have a bit of fun. No, I'm not. No, well, yeah, but I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, you'll love this one. But I'll tell you exactly who it reminds me of in a second. But yeah, so they're in there, they're talking like they go offline for like catch me out with loads of shit, and they couldn't because they were about just thick as a grandma's discharge. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like it's like leave us alone. We did a tag match.
Which Jody says he didn't watch.
No, he said he didn't watch. So he didn't watch it because of the tag match, but they didn't see 15 other huge matches and stuff. And like people go on about us and this and other, but the truth is that we put on amazing shows. We do the bollocks, and people are like trying to knock you and hate it on it. But you know what? Who else is doing what we do realistically? I mean, there's loads of good promotions out there. Of course there are. And yeah, we're a little bit different in how we behave. But like, just for knock us down because we did a tag match, we dared to be different. Yeah, we dared to be different, and they tried to rinse us. If it's not your cup of tea, then don't watch it. But don't judge the other 15 matches off one match. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Rico will back me up. Every single Valhalla that we've went to was what they were the best days we've ever had in arm wrestling. And it wasn't just a day. It was a full weekend experience, and it was. Dylan agrees.
Yeah, it was
once again. It was fucking unbelievable, and nothing else has ever came close. I've been Arm Wars. Oh my god, it was like slave labor. I just wanted to be set free. But yeah, Arm Gods is the best.
Okay, well I found me Jody. Come here. This is Jody Williams. So let's just see if we can get it out. Ready? Get it to the camera. Get ready, guys. This is Jody Williams. There he is.
None of us have it.
Get ready. You're coming.
Just make it up. Just say anything.
2 tablespoons of cinnamon.
Sure.
And 2 or 3 egg whites. A half a stick of butter.
You know what this is?
Melted.
Yeah.
Stick it all in a bowl. Stir it with
Get
a
ready,
big
see it.
spoon. Mix in
Look,
a cup
Jody
of
Williams.
flour. You'll be in heaven soon.
Have we lost any viewers yet?
Say everybody haven't seen my balls, they're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick me up, just stick my balls in your mouth.
There he is. Look, suck on my chocolate-coloured salty balls, Jody Williams.
You'll be in trouble again.
Sorry, go on.
So Muscle Bikes sent us $10 and
Oh.
White Wolf sent us 20.
Oh, White Wolf. We like White Wolf, yeah. And Muscle Bike,
Get
whoever he
Wolf
is.
out doing...
Got a question for you though.
Go on.
So my friend Mr. Wall
Yeah.
would love to see Paul versus Beach on the show.
Well, James Wall's actually pulling James Beach left-handed unless Wall's going to bottle out.
I don't think James is going to back out of anything.
I know Beachy wouldn't, but Wall might do.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'll put your money on. I'll have 100 quid that Beach devastates Wall.
No, he won't.
You'll put money on it?
James Wall, don't let me down.
Right, okay, go on, carry on. Someone pass me a mic. We can't hear what questions you're asking. Come on.
Yeah. So there was obviously.
Can we read the super chats out so I can answer the questions?
So Muscle Bike, sorry, just said you can't beat him a dress. A who?
Oh!
And White Wolf said he missed the live lads, going back to watch it after listening to Paul go on and on here. Just want to know if we are now living under Nazi rule. Seriously, though, lads, Ultimate Arm Wrestler is fire. Keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, when I had the vision of Ultimate Armwrestler, it wasn't necessarily to be, Hitler's mate or Mussolini stood at the side of him. Got two of the World War II's creepiest men there. But I think the vision of it is the start of what it should be. I mean, there's podcasts, there's shows, but there's not an arm wrestling show each week. And I think that you can do your shows, but they come in once every 10 weeks, every 12 weeks, and you get all the guys together. There's so many matches that are happening over 6-7 hours. Which is great. I mean, we've done them ourselves, and I've really enjoyed doing them. And we're going to continue to obviously do some. But I feel like with this, you get to, see characters. You get to have your press conference, have this bit of after show, a bit different, having all the guys in the room. And then the Ultimate Arm Wrestler, you have that little special 20-30 minutes. And it's like a bite size, so you can watch it, and it's not like... You can sat there while you're having a crap, couldn't you, on toilet, and you watch it every week. And the vision is obviously not always being in this gym here. You guys know my vision. I want like a Coliseum type feel, and I think we're going to get there eventually. But from little acorns, big trees grow, and we're in it for the long time. So Ultimate Arm Wrestler will continue.
A lot of talk about you and James Beach here.
Well, I already smacked him at World, so I don't need to smack him again.
You might get one pin, and Musclebike thinks if you can give Beach a match, he'll be well impressed.
Musclebike, come on. He's like a melted candle. Have you seen him? Musclebike, an absolute disgusting excuse of a human being. Do you remember, like, Stay Puft Pastry Man from Ghostbusters? Yeah. He's got them little squinchy eyes and giant like. You know what his new nickname is? It's Muscle Dunlop Bike.
I don't think
because he's got more roles. He's got more roles.
He was in Carlingford, little drunk fucker who was getting in the way of it all the time.
Yeah.
Is that not that annoying one that?
No, that's Phil Woody who looks like that.
No,
Phil Woody. I mean, oh gosh. I mean, talk about a guy's head and shoulders stuck up Michael Todd's ring piece. Anyway, we'll not talk about Woody. No, Musclebike is I don't know Musclebike. I mean, he's got more chins than a Chinese telephone directory. He has. He has, hasn't he? Have you seen Musclebike? He bent down like that in his muscle vest the other week. It was like looking down top of a sliced loaf. Was that me?
We've got a confirmed match. So Neil Cass is saying Dave Carey versus Enrico.
Is that confirmed? November 10th. Oh, cool.
That's fucking dumb.
Why is it a really bad match? Yeah. Why? Tell me why.
Rico's literally gonna snap Dave Curry in half. I'm sorry, Neil, but just because you were 35 kilos heavier than Rico doesn't mean that your little skinny teammate can beat him, right? He's done. That's it. The match is already over. I've foreseen it.
And is it now Dave the Poppadom Curry? Is that what you're saying? Because he's going to break. Because he's going to break him. That
he's built like the side of a Poppadom. Yes.
If you put your hood up and say I've foreseen it, you look like the Emperor. Here we go.
Go on.
I have foreseen it.
What's Muscleback going on about?
Darth Sale.
Yeah, put that in your hand.
Darth Sale.
Huh?
Says Paul with 87% body fat.
Yeah, I might have 80% body fat, but it's still not 96.3% body fat, is it? I mean, like, I'm sort of like a beluga whale, and he's like this just giant blue whale. But in fact, he's not even that. He's like the spunk of a sperm whale, isn't he? Right? That's what he is. I mean, the best part of Musclebike ran down his mother's leg. He did.
Other than that, thank you for your super chat, Musclebike, whatever your fucking name is.
Well done.
Send more money for more insults.
Yeah, you tight bastard. Sending us a tenner.
In fact, we're going to be introducing a new cough up or fuck off super chat price for idiots. So let's make it 20 each time, otherwise we won't even fucking read them out. We're just insulting.
You know those cafes where you go to get insulted? Like you tip more to get insulted. Those like weird cafes people go to. Yeah, it's like one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the
Karen's
Cafe of Arm Wrestling podcast. Yeah.
I think
good.
I think we're actually going to let Dom talk for a minute.
Well, I've got nothing to say.
Oh. Well, I know you had no answer to his press either. It's really upset me, that, Dom. It's really upset me because I thought, you know what? I thought you'd find a way, but you didn't. I mean, your wife just left you. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, it's terrible.
She just asked for Dylan's number. No, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, she's gone.
Oh, never mind.
I'll give you a lift to the station, Don. As long as you've had a wash first.
Don't worry, Dom.
Oh, who was it? Who you had in your van and stunk rotten? Who was that?
Nobody come in my van that stunk rotten, ever.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Tell us a story about Connor Sale.
Let's not tell that story.
No, let's
today.
tell her.
Please tell the story.
No,
I give you my full consent.
go on, tell the story. Go on.
Do you want the story?
No, it's a good story.
Okay,
It's a good, go on.
Motherwell 2 years ago, and we'd had the tournament. Connor didn't go home. He went out. He went out on the piss with Craig Sanders and Noah Burton, and Noah Burton and Craig Sanders had already got a room in the hotel, which was a twin room. So, of course, he was too drunk to go home. So he said, "Can I stop in your room?" And of course, Craig, good-natured and probably foolish, says yes. So we was at breakfast, and Connor was still fumbling around somewhere in the room. And they said, "Oh, you never guess he stayed in the room last night, and he broke the toilet door." Because he got locked in and he had a panic attack and he broke the handle off. And then he puked on the floor. And then he puked all over himself. And Craig was saying, "We'll probably get a bill for the damage." Anyway, so matey turns up into the thing, sits next to me while I'm eating my breakfast, and he stinks of vomit. Now, I've got a strong stomach, so it didn't matter. But he said, "Can I have a lift to the station?" I says, "Not fucking like that, you can't." So I says, "Tell you what, I've got some clean clothes in the van and a plastic bag. Go and have a shower. Put the clean clothes on. You can give them me back the next competition, washed, because obviously you're a sweaty cunt and I don't want to fucking have your smell, and I'll give you a lift to the station." He said, "I ain't fucking having a shower," or "You fuck off then." I said, "But I'm leaving at 10 o'clock, and if you want to have a lift to the station, you need to have a wash and put some clean clothes on." So at 10 o'clock, there's me and Carl and Noah and Anil. Was Anil there?
Yeah.
Anil? Yeah, Anil there.
Sure was.
And we get in the van, and of course he's stumbling around. Where do you think you're going? "I'm going to the station." "Not in my fucking van, you're not." And I shut the door. And if you'd have touched that door, I'd have punched you in the fucking neck. But you didn't touch the door, and we drove off. And of course, Craig and Anil, who are very good-natured, not like me, said, "Aren't you going to just stop round the corner and make him run?" I says, "No." And then, of course, he phones up 5 minutes later. "Oh, is he round the corner?" "Well, he's on the M6. Fuck that cunt. He's going to fucking walk home." And that's it. But you learnt a good lesson that day, son, didn't you?
I'm just slightly disappointed that we've only got 17 likes and there's 30 odd in the chat.
Yeah.
And that story should have got us a full lot. So hit in, click out, and click back in again,
Well, they're
please.
retarded, that's why.
So Marcus has been driving, he'll catch up later.
Marcus driving.
Dino's in the chat.
What's Marcus driving? His horse and cart? Has he been lean tarmac? Has he been lean tarmac again?
Oh, dear.
Go on.
Dino's in the chat.
Dean Bolt.
Dean Bolt's in the chat.
Dean's alive? Oh my god.
Gordon's alive! It's like Flash Gordon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what he looks like, doesn't
Dean's
he? It's Flash
alive, yeah.
Gordon. Gordon's alive. Bring dispatch. Bob, whatever he says, Dean will know. But anyway, like Brian Blessed, he does like Brian Blessed, but someone said that to me the other day, you know. What word's Dean Bolt? Well, first of all, actually, they said Pavarotti. I said, who's Pavarotti? They went, you know, that Armwrestler from Wales. I said, who? He went, Pavarotti. I said, who's that? I said, Dean Bolt. And then I thought to myself, I watched it like, and I could imagine Dean Bolt being like Pavarotti, couldn't you? Just dye his hair a little bit black.
I thought I was the Pavarotti of British arm wrestling, but you know, fair enough. Dean Bolt looks slightly more like him.
He is slightly.
Yeah, it's
slightly.
slightly better, I suppose.
Anyway, go on, get past, because Dean never supports us anymore.
So there's a lot of interest in what shampoo you use, Connor, apparently.
None, but judging by the smell of him.
Now, I use Vomit by Connor, usually, and I just rub it in, and then it's Vomit by Connor, you can't get in Dan Earthquake's van.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then, you know, some people want to know how much of a donation it would take to get Dan to shave his beard off and stick it on your head. Some very weird people in this show.
I think it would have to be me getting the donation at that point.
Hang on, how many fleas do you think are in Dan's beard?
That's the point. I think I would have to get a couple of grand at that point. So if you want to start crowdfunding, now's the time.
Yeah, but the best one I ever saw of Dan Earthquake with that one. Look at him. Fucking.
They're eating the pineapple.
I
I know. I can't see.
Let's have a look at it. Go on. Okay, now. Oh, yeah. Just click off that minute.
Dylan.
That's great, isn't it? It's a fucking cock, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's when I didn't have the glasses. Before I lost my hair.
there must be some fleas in that, though.
I don't know.
There's all sorts crawling around in that.
Well, there's more now. I've been sat next to him.
The best time I ever had at any Arm Gods event was Arm Gods 1 in Carlingford, the first one we did. And Fox were dressed up in the Fox outfit. And he comes round and I said to Fox, I says, go and bite Dan. Because Fox had already worried Devon Larat's legs. So I said, go and bite Dan, because I knew Dan, he always wears his steel toe cap boots. And Dan went, I'll tell you now, Fox, don't do it, I'm going to kick you in the head. And Dan, if he says something, he does it. Fox bit him, so Dan just went, boom, 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 boom. He gave him about 5 or 6 toe pecks. And Fox is wobbling around all over. He just fucking kicked me. Whatever he does in that daft accent. And next week he's fucking lumps. he's got my cyst all over him like that. All over him. Oh, that was a cracker, that, wasn't it?
He didn't do it again, though.
And what did you say to thinking Carlingford again to Uncle John? Because you said to him that you said a cracker to Uncle John.
Well, again, you see, at the press conference, before the press conference...
Hold it near your flea beard.
So the press conference, if you remember, just before it started, there was a bit of a hint that there was going to be a bit of a altercation. And I remember you come up to me and said, can you just be on hand in case, because we don't want Uncle John getting maimed or unable to arm wrestle if Evan really starts going at him. And if you remember, my words was, well, let him get kicked in. I don't fucking care. If he's stupid enough to have a fight with him, let him have a fight with him. And it was, oh yeah, but Dan, we want to have a show tomorrow and that's the main event sort of thing. So, okay. So I was nearby and of course Uncle John pulled Evan's beard and Evan said, if you pull my beard, I'll hit you. So naturally, he did hit him. A lot of people don't know Evan broke his finger when he hit him with the right arm, because he showed me later on he's all swollen up. Because the first one he hit with a beer can, the second one he come right round and his finger caught right in his knuckle there, caught him on the side of the head, and he broke his knuckle. It wasn't his arm wrestling because they were doing left hand. But and of course then I was in front of Evan Burgoyne and James Stewart stepped in and somebody else, and brave John behind the table then was shouting and giving all the insults for the camera and spitting blood all over the fucking place. So of course it went over the table and it went all over the floor. And I just thought, you dirty bastard. Anyway, I didn't say anything at the time because he went off to the hospital and he had all this stuff. And of course we went to do the tack match. I put the tacks on the table and then I came back and I said to you, well, the referees have decided they don't want to do it, Paul, so it's you and me. And then they played Evan's music. Evan goes out. Paul goes up to the table and I've got to operate the smoke machine. And there's just me and Uncle John in the back room. And I said, well, I need to tell you a couple of things before you go out there. I said, one is it's me and Paul that's going to be the referees for you. I said, and if you're doing any of that spitting blood shit anywhere near me, you're going to need protecting for me. And none of these fucking lot of protection for me because it's me who protected you from everybody else yesterday, from Evan. So do you understand that? Yes. Okay. I said, and the other thing you need to know is that you're my second favourite arm wrestler in the whole world. And he goes, buddy, I'm really touched. And he put his hand out and shook his hand. He says, who's your favourite? I says, all of the fucking others. And then we went out and did the match. And if you watch the match back, you'll see a couple of times he's playing up and I just said, stop that. And he stopped. And then at the end, he's waving the tack thing around and say, I'll have that. And he just gave it to me just nice and gently.
I remember Arm Gods Wales as well when Evan Burgoyne went for a swing for me and he cuffed you right here as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that was another one.
Yeah. I went over. I provoked Evan Burgoyne. He fucking swung for me and smacked Dan inside the head.
Yeah, and I wasn't in a very good mood at the time anyway, was I?
Because you just had to ref Conor Sale versus Shane.
Yeah, that was a pair.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was an absolute shit show. That.
Well, you see again.
That was a shit show.
It was. I'm gonna interject a little bit. Some of that's your fault, Paul, because you took away the fact that I couldn't give warnings out, but you also say I don't want it to end on fouls. So when they're fucking around continually, as the referee, you've got to think, well, am I going to stop this fucking around and foul them out? In which case, then if it ends the match, and everybody at home says, "Oh, fucking that was a match," or if you let them fuck around a bit, everybody says, "Oh, the referees weren't really doing very much because they were." So you have to have that bit of.
Can I just interject and say?
No, you can't. I'm talking. Put the fucking
I
microphone
was
down.
not at fault.
No, you wasn't. To be fair. To be
that
fair,
guy is a fucking cheating scumbag.
Yeah.
And I hope he comes back.
But you
because
did-
I would like a rematch.
you did
But
do-
at the same time, he's a cheating fucker.
you did do very well in the fact that you didn't provoke me any, so he got all of my attention because he was messing around, and you'd learnt your lesson not to provoke me, so you was just put your arm dead straight, and so it went on, and he was arguing with me, and then we know the rest. You know.
My leg's warm.
What was that vibration I just felt? I just felt a
That's
really big
that,
vibration.
yeah, that's a pumpkin. That just dropped a pumpkin. So before we wrap up the show, we're gonna like we have to go to Dom. I feel like you just sat there with your hands folded.
Well, I can see one arm that's not. It's there.
Have you got go on? Ask a question. Go on.
I've got a sensible question for
Why
you.
did he lose to Dylan? Because I told him. Yeah.
No. My sensible question to each of you is...
Hang on then. Each of us, just go on.
each of
So
you.
pass that mic a minute. Go on.
Dear God. Who's on the hit list for you guys next? Connor.
What you? Well, go on, Dom. You may as well answer first because you've not answered anything since you've been here. Go on.
Well, I don't suppose I'll get a say in it. I'll just have whoever you offer me.
All right. Well, you do. I'm only the promoter.
Well, who do you
you're
aspire
who
to
do you want to beat? I mean, let's be honest, Dom. Let's be honest, right? You've just lost to Dylan. Your world's ended. Your wife's left with Tomasi. I mean, what's left for life? What's left?
I mean, I was hoping I was going to win, and then aiming at like Tom Mitchell left-handed title, but yeah, I'm going to have to go through a few other people, work my way back up, aren't I?
Well, yeah. No, yeah. I think
Such as.
yeah. Go on.
I don't
It's
know.
all right.
Just silly him.
Who are you threatening? Just threaten someone. Look at that camera. Threaten them. Let's have you show how it's done. Listen, come here, don't watch this. Listen, I'm going to put this out right now. I'm not messing around anymore. I'm back down at 105. I am the man, let me tell you now. There's no one at 105 kilos in this country who scares me. But I'm willing to give away weight, so I'm putting this challenge out to you. Battle of Britain, Neil Pickup. You're 147 kilos. I'm 105 kilos. I don't mind giving away 42 kilos to you. You absolute fat piece of shite. Listen, your ankle tits might pin me. Your lower back fat could possibly put me out with a press. But there's no way that your little Jeremy Beadle right hand is doing nothing against the Iron One. Because listen, Neil, we both know that you're scared to death of me. But I'm calling it out one more time. Yeah, your Neil Pickle finger. Iron Wars versus Iron Gods. The winner leaves town. Do you accept that challenge, Mr. Neil Pickup? Because I've just thrown it out to you. That's how you do it, Dom.
Right. Well, the only guy I lost to at the Triple Crown
Oh,
was
for
Jason
fuck's
Hill.
Dom! The only... No, Dom, not the only guy who lost to it at the Triple Crown.
Another go.
Just go at him. Go on.
Okay, yeah, Jason Hill, because it's... Yeah, I'd like another crack and see if I can do better. I think I've got... I learnt from the last one. Yeah, it's a big match. I don't know. Don't know who else.
All right, come here. Listen, Jason, the Hooligan Hill, me and my mate, Dangerous Dom Crane, are going to put it on the line against you. We want you down here in Ultimate Armwrestler. We're not bothered if it's 6, 7 or 8, because guess what's going to happen to you? 1, 2, 3, as your hand touches the pad 3 times, and Dom Crane puts you into the pad and people forget about you once again. You may train under the tutelage of the Lean Machine Tom Holland, but you're not the Lean Machine Tom Holland. Dom Crane is under my tutelage. He comes down here to Club Torture and he's going to wipe the floor with you, Hill. You're not a hooligan, you're just a pussy, and this young man is going to put you down.
Yeah, that.
Is that all right?
Yeah,
Do you want to pass the mic on?
Yeah, I'm going to pass the mic on. Oh, hang on, don't pass it to him. Fucking hell, Jack and Nori tells a story. He'll all fucking fall asleep. Come on. Yeah.
Whoa. He won the match. Who does he want next?
Fuck's sake.
Also, he's
I'm
right-handed.
guessing-
So, he's right-handed, so you don't have to listen to a story about, I want to pull someone left-handed, or
All right, come on,
I'm gay as fuck or whatever.
Well,
Do you dress him as well?
he does, yeah. He does slowly.
I do.
He undresses
yeah.
me.
Most of
Right-handed.
yeah,
It depends on next month. This round robin I'm looking for. I'm gonna get to pull like all the top guys on right, so I can see after that. Left-handed, maybe Tom Wilson. Maybe I think that'd be a good match.
Dom, was that you?
Yeah, Dom won't stop.
Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson.
Stop farting.
Tom Wilson's a beast, man, but he reminds me of Dave Chaffee. Like, he's got one round in him, and then he doesn't go any further, does he? I mean, if it was over 3 or 5, I think you'd do him in, I'll be honest. But Tom Wilson, he's got the potential to be, in my opinion, the number 175 kilo guy. And I'll tell you why, because the guy is stupidly strong.
He's not even 75 kilos either, is he?
No, he's about 69 kilos, so he'll be stupidly strong. And for me, personally, nobody in the country beats him over 1 round.
That's such a load of fucking bollocks. I've beaten him about 45 times over 1 round.
Yeah, when he was pulling for 3 months. And you've been pulling 16 years.
How about when... okay, right, fuck's sake. How about when I'd not been pulling for 16 years and he'd not been pulling in 3 months? And I met him in a war zone and I flashed him twice.
Listen, look at you. Stand up there and let people actually look at the absolute mess you've turned into.
I know. I'm a weedy little fucking piece of shit. I look like a tripod. Right?
No,
I'll still flash the guy.
You're not the tripod. I've seen you with fucking wee Willy Wallace. Huh? Fucking hell, if there's a fucking maggot crawling over a peach. Go on, carry on. So you just don't call yourself a tripod, Connor, because you're not. At best, you're like a
bipod, right?
No.
So
At best,
I'm a bipod.
You're like one of them Barbie dolls. You're just it's like a eunuch. You just go round. You got nothing. Go on, carry on.
Okay, I'll give you that. Right. So I've got a very, very, very tiny penis.
Connor is clit.
I might be very skinny, but I could still flash like at least half the guys in 75. And Tom Wilson, you're in that story. You're getting flashed.
I don't think you are.
Jason Hill, I'm scared of. Tom Mitchell, I'm scared of. This handsome bastard, I'm very scared of. Everyone else is getting fucking hammered, though. All of you, you're getting...
I've really done my best not for swearing this show for the last couple of weeks.
You fucking... you've done a very fucking good job, fucking whatever your name is.
Yeah. So I do apologise for anyone who's offended by bad language. I have tried to clean up the show, but it's with the guests I have, it's just not possible. Well, so just do forgive me if any new people watch. Right, any more questions before we go in? I'm going in a minute. I want to go and have some KFC. I want to get fat again.
I want to go for a pint.
Okay. Manda, go on.
No more questions.
Woo!
Right then, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to end the after show once again. I'm going to see you next week at Ultimate Armwrestler 4. Rob Frampton versus Otto Fogel-Manis and Yannick Poker against Tom, the God of Grip, Godfather. That will be next week's matches, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, in 2 weeks' time, we will be going to the NEC on the 2nd or 3rd of December. You're going to see the best 75 kilo guys go at it in a huge round robin amongst the baddest motherfucker classes. I'm just going to let it out there. We've got title matches, maybe Whitehead, Craig Sanders, Commonwealth Championship matches. It's absolute stud. And guess what? Studette weekend is we have a war zone for the ladies as well. So ladies, please don't let me down. I'm putting this on for you. Bring all your lesbian haircuts, as you always do. And good luck. Good night. God bless.